In 1859, a pig wandered onto a disputed part of San Juan Island and was shot by an American settler. The pig belonged to a British citizen. That single shot triggered a tense standoff between American and British forces, each deploying troops. Cannons were aimed, warships prepared, all over one pig. Thankfully, cooler heads prevailed, and no one fired. It's now remembered as the Pig War, a bizarre military crisis with 0 human casualties. And one very unlucky pig. Sergeant Stubby was a stray bulldog who stumbled into a military training camp during World War I and became the most decorated dog in U.S. history. He served in 17 battles, warned soldiers of gas attacks, located wounded men, and even caught a German spy. Stubby wore a custom military jacket covered in medals and gained national fame after the war. He wasn't just a mascot, he was a genuine war hero. In 1919, a giant molasses storage tank in Boston exploded, releasing over 2 million gallons of thick syrup into the streets. A 25-foot wave of molasses swept through the North End at 35 miles per hour, destroying buildings and killing 21 people. It sounds absurd, but it was deadly. Locals claimed the smell of molasses lingered in the air for decades. The disaster led to stricter regulations for industrial storage in the U.S. In the 1800s, a British military unit had a goat as its official mascot. One day, it ate a stack of important documents. The army took it seriously. The goat was formally court-martialed for conduct unbecoming of a soldier. While found guilty, it was later pardoned and returned to service, with full honors. That goat's name? William Windsor. He even had a military rank. In 897 AD, Pope Stephen VI put his dead predecessor on trial. He had the corpse of Pope Formosus exhumed, dressed in papal robes and seated in a courtroom. A deacon was forced to answer questions on behalf of the body. The verdict? Guilty. The corpse was stripped, mutilated, and tossed into the Tiber River. This surreal event, known as the Cadaver Synod, is one of the most grotesque episodes in church history. Cows are more emotionally complex than we give them credit for. Researchers discovered that cows form close social bonds with specific individuals, best friends. When separated, their heart rates increase and stress levels rise. They even communicate with unique moos for their chosen companions. It's a wholesome reminder that even livestock have deep emotional lives. In July 1518, a woman in Strasbourg started dancing uncontrollably in the streets. Within days, dozens more joined her, unable to stop. Some danced for hours, even days, collapsing from exhaustion. Reports claim several people died from the strange compulsion. Historians still debate the cause. Mass hysteria, poisoned food, religious trance, no one knows. It remains one of the strangest unexplained events in history. Napoleon Bonaparte once planned a hunting party involving hundreds of rabbits. But when the cages were opened, something strange happened. Instead of fleeing, the rabbits charged. Dozens swarmed Napoleon, jumping on his legs and coat. He had to flee in embarrassment. Turns out the rabbits had been tame and well-fed, and assumed Napoleon brought food. History's most unexpected ambush came from bunnies. Charles VI of France suffered from a strange psychiatric condition called glass delusion. He believed his body was made entirely of glass and might shatter if touched. He wore padded clothing and avoided sitting or moving quickly. Despite this, he remained king for over 4 decades, with the court tiptoeing around both his power and his fragility. When Albert Einstein died in 1955, the pathologist performing his autopsy removed his brain, without permission. He sliced it into 240 pieces and stored them in jars, later mailing samples to researchers. Einstein's family didn't find out until years later. The doctor kept the brain in his basement for decades, believing it would reveal the source of genius.